Hey there veggies, welcome to another landmark video. I haven't done one in a while. I've been a little bit addicted to Diablo 3. So in this video I'm going to show you how to build a basic house. I'm going to build it out of stone and wood because they're the easiest materials to get and you pretty much have them straight away. So my claim is empty, I'm just going to build it in this corner. So for the materials, when you first click it, it'll appear like this. You just click the maximize button, you'll get the window up and it's a little bit easier to use. So the tools we're going to use the select tool, the add tool, the minus tool and the smooth tool. These can be found in your inventory. So first things first, I'm going to do like the back wall or the side wall. Easy enough. Select tool, drag it out. Let's try not to make it too fat. I want it to be 1 unit thick. So I don't want it to be too wide, so about 35 across. I want it to be fairly high, because obviously it's on a slope. Ultimately the floor is going to be across. So that'll do, and then so it's 25 units high. Well, that side is. And it's 35 units across. And at the minute it's 4 units wide, and I don't want it to be 4 units wide, I want it to be 1 unit wide, so make it smaller. We have a wall, we click the add tool, we make sure we've got more material, so I'm using small bricks. And there we go, there's one wall. So, next one. So if I press escape, clear on my selections, if I click this top corner, I can then drag out a wall, and I want it to be about 60. Height doesn't really matter, as long as it's touching the ground at all the places, or it'll look a bit silly. So, there we go, 60 units. Add, and we got another wall. They're not that small, them bricks, but never mind. Escape again, get back to me, select tool. Okay, yep, escape again, get back to my select tool. It looked a bit weird then, it looked like it was at an angle, but it is actually straight. And we want to go across, and it was 35. Oh, it wasn't? Clearly wasn't. Let me just check this side again, I may have done it a little bit too small. So, that was 35 units. So these are why you need to remember the units. I probably should have written them down and been a bit more vigorous in the checking. So 35 units. Get the right button. Make sure it's into the ground. There we go. And then add. We have 3 walls so far, and we've just got the last one to do. So, select tool again. Drag it out. And that should be it. And we have basically a square. Oh well, a rectangle. So now we want to make a hole in it so we can actually get in. So we'll quickly put a door in. But it's got to be, ultimately the door's going to be floor level, so we'll have to change it a bit later on. So just pick a place to put an hole, and we can just press delete and it'll delete it. And there we go, we've got an hole in it, and we can work on putting our floor in. So what I'm actually going to do is select the floor, bit at a time. Camera can be a bit of a pain sometimes. I don't want to delete the walls, so I've got to be careful about that. And if I drag it up a bit, just delete, I should be able to delete some of the floor, and I have done. See, it's evening out a little bit. You can also just use the remove tool and it will remove it, but you have to obviously change your voxel size, so I could just do it that way. Select tool's a bit easier. So there, delete. I think I may have gone into the wall on that one. As I said, the selecting can be a bit tedious. There we go, got another roll, and it's probably lower than the rest. But anyway, I'm going to put a floor in. So that's the basics of the walls. So if I want to put some windows in, I just select them and delete. So if I want to put say a window next to the door, I can just select it, drag it out a bit, press delete. There's a window. You can fill that up with glass. Put another one here. So here we are from the outside so far. Maybe a little bit tall, but the floor's going to be, say, here. So we're going to lift the door up a little bit anyway. So for the roof, and this is why you need to know the measurements. Right, so I can double jump, but you might have to make yourself a little platform. I can double jump, but I've got a rubbish aim. Here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually place a flat bit on top of it, just to make it easier so I can stand on it. Here we go, and then fill that in. That did not work. Let's try that again. Fill it in. There we go. And now I have a ceiling. But we want a proper roof. We want a triangle roof, not one of these flat ones. I mean, that's not an house. That's just a horrible stone building. So for the roof, it was 35 by 60. So if we build the roof down here, so let's make ourselves a little flat bed, so we've got something to work on. So I want it to be 35. So there's 35. We'll just make that out of this stone again, because I've got lots of it. So we've got something to work on. We're going to remove this layer. So for the roof, you need to, basically we're going to build it jagged, and then we're going to make it smoother. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build it out of wood, and then I'm going to put roof tiles on top of it. So go to materials, go to wood, we'll use the striped wood, and we'll use the tiles. I'm going to make the voxel size the smallest it'll go, and essentially I actually haven't got any of them tiles, so let's try again. We could actually do a thatched roof. I think we actually might do that, do a thatched roof. Yeah, so we'll make it out of stone, and then we'll put the thatch on top. So stone again, we just want standard stone, nothing too fancy. So we start placing it. So we know this platform's the right size. So this is the tedious bit where we have to sort of build a little bit of a zigzag, making sure both sides meet in the middle. It can be a bit tricky to do, especially when you're in a snow area, because everything looks the same. Right, so let's start on that side as well, because I don't want to have to resize it or redo it all. Tum-ti-tum-ti-tum. Should probably use my left hand for this. Left-handed, I've got a right-handed mouse. Not the most accurate mouse controls. Right, so I need to move a bit. I know I can turn with a mouse, but I like to use the keyboard when I'm crafting, just so that I don't accidentally press a, click a stone somewhere, or... So I don't want it to be ultra pointy, so I'm just going to join them up here. So that's the first bit done. We're going to put wood thatch on top. So back to the wood. Or are we? Because I'm not sure I've actually... Oh yeah, here we are. Plain wood thatch. So we now need to put up, but when you smooth it, you lose some of the I suppose it's a loss of quality. So we actually want to make it, we want to thicken it up a bit. Oops, not like that. If you hold F, you can delete without having to pick the tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it two layers thick, rather than just following it. So let's put that stuff up first. And then do another one. As you can actually see, they're all pretty much free high. The ones on the top can be the difficult ones to actually get the mouse in the right place. Bear with me though. Nearly there. So that's the top bit done, just this diagonal side to do now. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, she's in the way. 1, 2. Let's just do the diagonals first. Might be easier just to fill in the gaps. There we go. Oh, missed one. And as you can see, we have now got a sort of roof. I want it to hang over slightly, so I'm going to put another one just here. Okay. So this is the basics of our roof. So it was 35 across, this is now 37 across because it's going to hang over. But it's also not long enough, and it was 60. So what we can actually do is use the select tool, just like you would in paint, and pick it and then lift it up a bit. Make sure we've got everything in it. 37 across, and if you press Ctrl C and copy it like you would in paint, that didn't copy, I'm sure it didn't. Try again. Yep, right. And then go up to the top of our house. You can do it on the floor, but I'm going to do it at the top of the house because I've got somewhere to walk. If you press Ctrl V, it will appear. So basically, just do it in layers. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, and so on. A little bit fiddly. Mouse is a bit sensitive. Just going to quickly check I've not missed any. I've missed one there, look. So let's fill that one in. I think you can actually use the mouse wheel. Or if you press tab, it changes direction. Actually, you can just scroll the mouse wheel. It just goes by that arrow, which is probably what I should have done in the first place. So I'm just clicking and scrolling the mouse. It's easy how you forget these kind of things. So I want to move a bit up and put it back where it was. Go. Fill these in again. Nearly done. And there's the roof. So is there any holes in it? There's no holes in it. Right, so for the next section, because obviously that looks hideous, and it probably will still look hideous afterwards. So like I said, I'm not an artist. Basically it needs smoothing out. And this is where select tool comes in again. It's a really handy tool. pick your roof, select the whole thing, don't mind if you go slightly over, you have to run around just so we can select the other bit. So let's drag this corner out. Still got the roof selected, so we've got it all. Just check the other side, make sure we've got it all, and we have. And then there's the best bit, you click the smooth tool and click the roof and it'll smooth it once and stutter a little bit. Still not smooth enough, click it again. Still, I think I could do one more, so I click it again, and I've now got a smooth roof with a thatched, let me get the select button, so I've got a thatched roof, slightly hangs over with a stone inside, and obviously you'd fill in the walls this side. And essentially that's how you do a basic building and a roof. Obviously you need to do a better job than I did, but that's the most basic tools to use and how to use them. And thank you for watching. I hope this helps, and I hope you do a much better job than I did. And obviously you can actually just select that and hit delete and it'll go away, or whatever you've selected will go away. If you don't select it all, it won't go. Try again. There we go. And then you can heal. Use your heal tool and replace anything that you've destroyed or you ground. So what I'll do is I'll work on this a bit. I'll make it look a bit nicer, and I'll do some more videos about decorating inside and putting the windows in and doing all the glass and that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Oh, in fact, one last thing. I've used wood, and wood is a bit of a weird resource because you have to actually craft it. So if you want wood, you have to use wood blocks, which are in the Tinkerer wood block, and you have to make these wood blocks which cost ether shards and wood. So if you can't find your wood materials, that's the reason. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.